So we're going to do a short wrap-up talking about the different decks that we played. The Esper deck seems really sweet.
Yeah.
I felt like it was going to have some legs to it, and it really felt like it did, right?
I think it's got a lot of play to it, and a lot of people have a hard... Like, Aether Vial is a pain in the neck to play around in the first place, let alone when you have to play around this gentleman.
Spell Queller.
And this guy, too. Like, these are, like, huge upgrades.
I think... So, I don't know if this is the right home for Spell Queller Modern, but I definitely feel like Selfless Spirit Spell Queller is going to be able to make waves in this format.
Yeah.
I feel like there's something to these two cards. I don't know if it's necessarily in the 60 or 75 when we eventually add stuff to it, but I feel like there's definitely a home for that. We talked about Dark Confidant being a little bit bad. Like, there's no way to gain life in this main deck, and I feel like I didn't really need the card advantage a lot of the time. Like, if it would just been like a higher impact
like these guys
card.
are card advantage, basically.
Yeah, like these guys definitely generate card advantage. Someone mentioned Kira in chat. I think if I adjusted the mana base a little bit, and it might even just be able to support it. Like, we've got Tar Pits and Seachrome Coast, so like maybe we can play a double blue spell.
And
Plus Vial, to cheat it out a little bit. So like if we had Aether Vial protecting these things, and then Kira protecting these things, and then Selfless Spirit protecting Kira.
I agree. Yeah, this card's nuts. This card's going to see a lot of play. And I assume this one too, but
I was pretty happy with the Wasteland Stranglers in the deck. I think there was like exactly one time to that last turn where I just
the Tarmogoyf turn was awkward, but that's like
correct, like
super.
But I mean, like
small.
In terms of being able to use it, like I had enough exile effects to profitably utilize this card. It seems like
the ability was relevant, which is good.
Delver deck.
Delver deck I think is okay. Obviously, it's going to be good against like Infect, like maybe Small Zoo. It's probably okay against.
All right, more specifically, Bedlam Reveler.
But the Bedlam Reveler, I think Bedlam Reveler is a very good card. When I did cast it, it was nuts. Obviously, nuts is going to draw you 3 cards most of the time, and you're not going to discard much other than lands.
It's a great card.
It didn't seem like it was good in that deck.
This is definitely not the show. After playing a bunch of games, I can tell you this is definitely not the show. We mentioned Thing in the Ice, and I think maybe you cut Snapcaster Mage, Bedlam Reveler, Thing in the Ice are probably like your 10 creatures maybe.
Well, you remember the Grixis shells that were playing discard to play Jace 5?
Oh yeah.
Or Jace 2. Jace 2. Maybe Bedlam's better in that shell because like if you're playing discard as your disruption, then you're emptying your hand faster, so Bedlam's going to fill you back up.
Yeah, that's fair.
So like maybe this is like the mid-range threats that that type of deck was looking for. Like
Could be.
those decks like always needed a Tarmogoyf, and like Tasigur it just felt like really wasn't cutting it.
Yeah.
It really feels like a catch-up card rather than an aggro card. It feels like I'm behind in this game. I need to cycle through my hand.
It's definitely definitely like a mid-range, a higher mid-range card, like higher up on the mid-range scale card. So like maybe I had problems against like the blue-red decks always have a problem against like Tarmogoyfs and stuff. So if you have like Terminates and you have or if you have Kolaghan's Command to bring your guys back,
so you can block more.
You can block more and stuff like that. I think it's probably pretty good. So maybe next week or whatever we're doing. We'll try like maybe Grixis Thing in the Ice, something like that. I think is better. You want like hard removal plus like that guy just to fill you back up. Plus like you said, the discard back in the day was nuts.
And Thing tempos Goyf.
Yeah, Thing pushes Goyf back up and it
beats
leaves your
Boggles.
Reveler.
Who doesn't love beating Boggles?
That's the best. That's the best. So.
All right, sweet. Well, thanks everyone for hanging out. Again, I'm going to upload the archives after this, and next week I will definitely have Kiki Jikis and Court of Callings in one of the decks that we are playing. I promise that. So that's definitely towards the top of my list of decks for Syracuse, and we're going to have Selfless Spirit and possibly Spell Queller in some of the iterations of that deck, and definitely Eldritch Evolution.
Yeah,
so
absolutely.
Thanks for hanging out, folks. Have a good night.